Good morning and welcome to Legoland Florida. It's actually my first time coming to this park. All the visits I've had now to Florida since I first came in 2014, and I've never been to this park. And that's because it's quite far away really from Orlando. I mean, Brett knows a bit more, don't you, Brett, about how far it is? What are we talking like?
From Disney, you're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. There's quite a lot of lights and stuff, but it's like almost like a Busch Gardens run, but slightly less.
Slightly less.
Yeah, but very similar.
Brett's been here before, only once,
yeah.
So you don't know loads about it either.
Actually, season pass holder.
Alright, he got a really good deal there, didn't he, on season pass. But yeah, so we're here, really looking forward to it today, just seeing the park for the first time. It used to be known as Cypress Gardens, and it had a bit of a rocky history. I've just doing a bit of reading online on the way up here. It was literally just gardens, and in the 80s, a few rides started to be installed. They then actually went bankrupt, and then Lego and Merlin came in and opened Legoland. So I think, you know, it's going to be really interesting to see it. Obviously, I've done a couple of other Legoland parks, Legoland Windsor, Legoland Dubai. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. In terms of the entrance, it's got a really nice feel to it.
It's a very nice entrance, and it's an interesting park, and it'll be, you know, interesting to see what everyone thinks of it, obviously, in the video.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a little wooden coaster to get on today, so I'm looking forward to that. Along with that, there's 3 other coasters, including one that you may recognise. So we'll keep you hanging for that one if you don't know what to expect. But it's not just going to be me and Brett, though, today. There's going to be a few of us here as well, including Taylor from Coaster Studios. He's just on his way here now, so he's going to be with us shortly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, with it being a Merlin park, we can't film on most of the rides. You normally get a bit of footage on some of the rides, but in general, they don't allow it on most things. But we'll capture the atmosphere, have a walk around Miniland. We think there's some sort of show. Hopefully, that's on today. But in terms of crowd levels, this is it's 10 o'clock. Park's just open.
The guys just said, I think they've got about 5,000 tickets sold, so not too busy of the day, maybe?
Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, welcome to the vlog. We'll start off just by having a look at the hotel, actually. It's right here at the entrance, and there's another one next to it, currently under construction. The entrance archway looks really good over there, and that is literally the turnstiles to the park, and here's the hotel right next to it. So if you are familiar with Legoland Windsor, you'll know that it's very different. In fact, the Hotel at Legoland, well, both of them are actually at the bottom end of the park. They're at the back, whereas here, they're right next to the entrance. So you've got the Legoland Hotel, which is here, and then like an extension, it looks like, next to it. I think it's all connected together. I imagine they're going to be branding it as like a pirate-themed hotel from looking at the outside, but that looks good. I think they got an issue with some cannonballs up there going into the building. It looks really good, so we'll have a little look inside the lobby, then meet up with the guys and head into the park. Why pirates pirates? Because they are. That was awful, wasn't it? I won't do it again. So here we are inside the Legoland Hotel. We've got all the lobby, all the reception area over there. This is quite cool, isn't it? All the Lego bricks in there, and you can just keep adding to that if you want, or build your own models. Some sort of coffee shop over there. Kids play area. And then you've got the Bricks family restaurant over there. Very spacious in here, lots of nice decor. It's little things what they do, like the carpet's got all Lego bricks in. The table over here. I've just been to the restrooms as well, or toilets as we'd say back home. And they've got like all Lego in there as well, which is quite cool. But yeah, I really like it. I'll have a little look out the back, because I think we've got a pool out there as well. Very nice. A little shop over there as well. Just out the back of the hotel then now, where you've got this swimming pool just here. Very colourful, with all the different umbrellas, all in different colours. I like that. And you've got the lake just down there as well. So I imagine you get some great views actually from your hotel room, especially the new hotel that's opening next year. I imagine more of those rooms are going to look over towards the lake. But yeah, it's quite nice. You got some like garden area down there where you just go and chill out. Obviously it's early in the morning. I imagine it'll be a lot busier here later when the park shuts at 6. But yeah, it's a nice little hotel, isn't it?
It's very impressive.
Really like it.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I mean, I think this has all been newly built since Cypress Gardens.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I remember it being built actually.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job. It's I'm very impressed.
Nicer than Windsor Hotel.
I've not been to Windsor Hotel.
It's very similar how it looks, and the build like quality and everything looks the same. But I think the positioning makes it the entrance.
Yeah,
you know.
For sure. And this lake's lovely to, you know, for people to go in the evening after the park closes or whatever they might want to do, and it just gives you options, doesn't it?
Really nice, lovely. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to make our way over to the entrance. Let's head into Legoland Florida. At some point I'm going to say Windsor today, I know I am. Right then, so we're inside the park. And here we are with Taylor from Coaster Studios.
Dude, I'm everywhere. Dude, I saw you like not that long ago.
I know, it's getting on a more regular basis.
I know, we literally live on the other side of the world, but like we've seen each other twice this year, and like I'll probably see you in March.
Yeah,
like, this is crazy.
It's crazy, but obviously Taylor's out here for IAPA as well, so that's the reason what we're all out here for, really, and doing a few other bits.
One event brings everyone together.
It's really nice, and it's networking, it's meeting different people, and I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, you went last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And I can't wait, really looking forward to it.
It's an incredible experience. To anyone watching this, if you get the opportunity to go, I highly recommend it. If it's anything like my experience, you'll get hooked and you'll never want to go a year where you don't go to
you just want to come every year.
You know what you're missing out. So
also, Taylor's never been to Legoland Florida
this is my
either.
First time, yeah.
So we're all sort of in it for the first time. There's a few other guys here though as well. We've got Dan from Midway Mayhem. You may have seen his updates. He does a lot of updates on. He's down the front here. We'll get him in. But basically, Dan does a lot of updates in terms of like construction. He's there, isn't he? Like, like with the tracks going up for rides.
I mean, he's a Florida resident, and so he is so dedicated to tracking the progress of everything that comes here. Like, is amazing. You know exactly what is going on because of Dan. It's
following
awesome.
the updates.
Yeah.
But here we go. We're making our way down to our first ride. Don't really know a lot what to expect, other than the fact I've done one of the coasters before. I was just telling Taylor actually. It was actually at Legoland Windsor, and it got relocated here due to noise complaints back in the UK. Along with that, we got the Vekoma coaster that was actually extended. I'm not sure if you know that.
I don't know anything.
So when it was Cypress Gardens, that was here, and they extended the track to make the dark ride section.
Dude,
it was actually Brett what told me about that. So Brett knows his stuff. Don't you, Brett? Yeah, here he is. It's Dan from Midway Mayhem. Here he is. He's got his cap on. But here we go. So Dan's the expert. Like, he knows his stuff from here. So here we go. We're off on the Dragon coaster. Here we go. All the theming round here. Got a couple of different models. And all the castle out the front. Very similar style to Windsor. So we'll see when we come off.
And enjoy the rest of your day here at Legoland Florida.
Yeah, it was that way.
Just come off the Dragon coaster there, as you saw from the footage. In the station, really well themed, and it's got the dark ride section very similar to Windsor. You got like the dragon with his tail that goes through the wall, a few little mist and smoke effects in there. Some really nice lighting. You know, it's really well themed in there. I'd say that the set design is a lot larger in there than the Dragon at Windsor. But no, I did enjoy it. Unfortunately, like I say, we can't take you on a lot of the rides here, so you're just going to have to hear me talk about them and explain them, unfortunately. But yeah, we can take you on some bits and some of the different rides and just generally capture the feel of the park. I know it's a good little ride, that, and like I say, it's crazy how that whole dark ride section was put in, and the track was edited from the original ride. Following on from that, it's a standard Vekoma family coaster, like your standard layouts. But I tell you what's not standard though, our next ride, it's Coastersaurus, and I'm really looking forward to this. It's a wooden roller coaster that was built in 2004, I believe. It's on a 5-minute wait, and it's just going up now. So let's have a look at this in action and go for a ride. Coastersaurus time, here we go! Coastersaurus, that's the one. They need to come and ride this, Coastersaurus. See you, Rob and Peter, if you're watching this. Come over, come and give it a ride. See you when we come off. Woo! can't believe it. I wasn't expecting to come to Legoland Florida and get a #1 wooden coaster.
Incredible.
The speed of that thing.
Oh, the airtime.
Oh, honestly, like, we're in shock, aren't we, Taylor? We're in shock.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. On a serious note, not a bad little family coaster, but I was expecting a bit more. And I know none of us here today are the target market for this park. Nope. It's a family park, you know, a lot of kids rides, but to be honest, I was expecting a tiny bit more from that.
It was slow.
It was slow. I thought we might be looking at more of a Tomahawk at Portaventura.
If it was like Tomahawk, that would have been awesome.
Because Tomahawk does fly around some of the elements.
Tomahawk's solid, yeah.
But whereas with that, yeah, it was a weak coaster. But we've got on it, got the credit, and I must say, in terms of like queue times, it's really like quite low.
Yeah, but apparently this Wild Mouse or whatever has like a 60-minute wait according to wait times. I don't believe.
I've already got the credit, so I'm not too bothered myself. But yeah.
Apparently everything else is walk on, so I can't imagine that it's actually an hour wait. I don't know.
I am loving the fact that Taylor is also representing Europa Park again.
Oh, and
you love that hoodie.
I'm repping
Lost Gravity as well.
Shout out to my man Scott.
Shout out to European theme parks, I think, as well.
Absolutely.
You know, Taylor representing the Europe parks. That's what I like to see.
Gotta do it.
I don't think you own another hoodie, do you? That one. Every time I see you, I think you're in that.
Well, no, I own other hoodies, Sean. I only brought this one to Florida because I thought it'd be warm out, but it's not.
So did I. I've got a case full of shorts. I don't think we're going to be getting them out this week, do you?
It's cold.
Brett said, come and have a relax in Florida. It'll be nice and warm for you, mate.
You have a little bit of a swim. Ain't no one going in the pool in this weather.
I can't believe it. But what are your thoughts on that anyway, Brett? What do you think?
It started off so well. Like we came down the first drop and I was like, this is a great family coaster, and then it just ran out of steam really quick.
Yeah.
It's fine for the target audience.
And Brett's just picked up on something, haven't you, as well with the park? Like,
we're coming back into it now, but like in that area, there's just no Lego theming at all. It's almost like you're in like an African sort of theme.
It does lose the Lego feel there.
But it comes and goes in this park, which kind of makes sense because they did acquire it from a non-Legoland company.
Yeah, Cypress Gardens was not Lego themed. Like I say, it was a gardens, then a theme park, then bankruptcy.
And then it was no theme at all. Now you come back and you've got this beautiful theme like Lego boats and stuff, and it's like, it's a strange park, isn't it?
It is a strange park. I don't think it's somewhere that I'd probably come to for a very long time until they get another coaster, probably.
No, not until something major comes.
Oh my God, there's a cat down here. What the hell? What's going on? It's a cat. He's going on the boating school, I think. He's going for a drive. What is going on? It's a bit random today. A bit random.
But we've got a couple more coasters to get on in it. It's a quiet day, so
we should be all right. There's a flying theatre here as well. Can't wait.
Good dark rides at this park.
Yes. Right then, time for our third coaster of the day. It's Flying School. Quite well themed. It's like an aircraft hangar. And again, it's walk on. We're doing really well today. I'm not used to this at a Lego park. When we go to Windsor, it's always really busy, or normally it is anyway, unless you go on a real off-peak day. But it's a Sunday today. I was expecting some bigger crowds, to be honest, but here we go.
Are we in the Hulk with the sky?
Oh, yeah. No, that's coming up tomorrow, that is, yeah. Love it. Here we go. Christopher Comer's suspended coaster. Here he is, yeah. It's vlog on vlog day today, love it. Yeah, England, there we are. So it's everywhere where there's a Legoland park. That's where the departures are to. I like that, that's cool. Let's go and have a ride on here. These are normally terrible, and the fact it's got over-the-shoulder restraints as well for a family coaster, you know, it looks terrible. The fact it opened in 2004, and yeah, like look at the quality of the track up there. It's rusting a little bit, isn't it? Let's have a little zoom in on that for you. It doesn't look very well maintained there in terms of the track, so we'll see what happens on this one, but over-the-shoulder restraints on a kid's coaster. Let's go. hell have we just experienced? My head is banging after that. What makes it worse is you don't go around once, you go around twice.
It is.
That was awful.
And you just want to get off and they go, again. You're like, no.
Oh, honestly, that is right up there. One of my least favourite coasters. It was so
It's
rough.
so rough. It hurts your neck. It's got to be one of the worst Vekomas I've ever been
Yeah,
on.
that was terrible. To be honest, I'm really surprised that the Lego brand wanted to be associated with something like that.
surprised
Not
that's still
great.
here, yeah, like-
It was a Cypress Gardens coaster, and obviously they kept it here when Merlin bought the park and turned it into a Legoland. But yeah, that was absolutely awful.
It was terrible, and the best part about the whole ride is there's zero theming, and when you come into the brake run, there's a bit of tarmac at the bottom as
A runway.
There's a runway.
The best bit of the theme was the local petrol garage.
Oh
so
my
there you
god,
go.
that is.
Yeah, that was absolutely awful. It's one of my least favourite coasters, probably my top 10 worst coasters.
It's rare for
awful.
a family coaster. You're holding on, trying to brace yourself because your neck is getting slammed that
That's what
hard.
made it worse though, the over-the-shoulder
Oh.
restraints. I don't think any of us enjoyed that.
No
Like,
one.
It
I
was
don't
painful.
think anyone in the world would enjoy that.
And we was towards the front of the train as well, and at the back, I bet that was terrible.
Oh.
Won't be doing that again. We've been on it, and that'll do.
Yeah, I was on
But
the good, nice Mac.
we've got one more coaster to go, and that's what I've already done. So I've got all my creds for today.
We're off.
Got a plus
We're done.
3. Yeah. But we've got some other rides. Do the dark rides. I think we're going to have time to see quite a bit.
Yeah, we've got a really good water show here, so I'm
Yes.
excited to see your thoughts on that.
Jetski show, so I want to
Yeah.
see that. But some areas look great. Like up there, it looks awful. Then you come down here, and you got all this theming. I mean, look at this. You know, like a petrol station, like all the driving school entrance. Looks really good, but it's a very mixed bag. This part. There's some parts that are nice, some bits that need a lot of work. So hopefully, it's got a bright future. I think it will survive. I think it'll be fine because it's backed up by Merlin, and you know they do know what they're doing. I know that might be a bit of a controversial statement to some people, but you know I do think that you look at the quality of some parts compared to others. It's clear that when they first opened it here, they didn't want to invest too heavily in ride hardware, just in case it didn't work for them and they didn't get the numbers. Now they've got 2 hotels, one opening up next year. They've already got the one existing. Some areas look really nice. They've put in a flying theatre, but the future is quite bright, and I can see maybe even the wooden coaster and the Vekoma going at some point in the future. To be honest, I don't think they're going to stay at this park. But let's have a little look around and continue our day at Legoland Florida. Hashtag not Windsor.
One minute remaining. 1 minute remaining.
Mom, where's the flying school? Có địa chỉ xin không? Ở đây à? Mai lấy sợi sập gì điểm phúc cho em.
Okay then, so these guys are going on fire rescue. We got Coaster Studios and Midway Mayhem in the first one just here. And we got Brett representing Theme Park Worldwide in that one, so here we go. Yeah. Come on Taylor, get pumping. That's it. Come on Dan. Yeah. That's it Brett, come on. Come on boys, you're doing it. Yeah. This is it. Oh, come on. Don't let me down, Brett. You're representing us here. Yeah. Oh, they're losing speed. Oh, Coaster Studios. Midway Mayhem. It's close. And they're out. Come and put out some fires. That's it. Yeah.
You must poke the fire hydrant and aim at the target.
They're off. Yeah. Back on the truck.
Once
That's it.
you're done, you may go back to your
Fires are out. Fires are out. Here we go. Yeah. That's it. Get pumping. Come on, Brett. Speed up. Yeah. Oh, they're going for it. Here we go. That's it. Come on, Brett. Come on. Keep pumping. They're going to do it. Here we go. Oh, I think it's a draw. Yeah, yeah. Oh, they won. You did it. There was literally half a second in that. Yeah. Oh, love it. I'm so glad I didn't go on. Yeah. There we go. Love it. But they got one of these at Windsor as well. They're not bad little rides, actually. Interactive, good family fun. That was a laugh. I'm glad I didn't go on. They're all shared now. We're going to re-ride on Flying School. Well, that was really good fun to watch them guys do that. I tell you what, I bet they're all shared. Here we go. Time for a ride on the Great Lego Race VR coaster. Oh no, but yeah, I've already been on this before. This actually used to be this exact same ride was at Legoland Windsor, and they actually put, they're having a lot of like noise complaints, so they built like shields over the cars. and blocked it in. It looked and rode absolutely terrible. So they took it out, and then yeah, they built a hotel there now where this used to be. Yeah, it's crazy. So here it is. It's been completely repainted. As you can see, it's got the VR on. So I'll probably give the VR a go, to be honest, see what it's like. I mean, I'm not a big fan of virtual reality on coasters, but to be fair, they're wearing like the VR's like Lego bricks, like the Lego men, mini people, you know. So we'll see how that looks, you know. Mini figures, that's it. I got it. Yeah, I do know a bit about Lego, I promise. Here we go. Yeah, so we're gonna have a ride on this, see what it's like. What are they advertising? 15 minutes. Not too bad. It was advertised an hour when we first got here, but it's only this bit here, and then we're in. To be honest though, theming looks all right around here. Let's go and have a ride. So the VR coaster was certainly an interesting experience. I mean, the best part of it for me was the actual drop on the coaster itself. With the VR, that felt quite good, but the rest of the layout, I wasn't a huge fan of that, to be honest. Our VR on our train was a tiny bit out of sync, and I know if you're a kid going on that, you're not going to be bothered about that, are you, at all? But you know, for me, it just took away from it a little bit, going around the corners and then just being a little bit out. In terms of what was on the VR, it's like you climb up a big hill at the start, which was obviously the lift hill, and then making your way down like this mountain. The VR quality, I'd say, was like 6 out of 10. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't too poor. Yeah, overall, I'd probably go on it without the VR, and it'd be a better coaster. Because for a Mack Rides coaster, it's not a bad ride actually. You know, it's worth going on there and giving it a go. And the fact we waited like about 10 minutes for it just as well, advertised 15 as you saw, wasn't too bad at all. Now, like all of the Legoland parks out there around the world, they've all got Miniland, which is loads of different Lego models, normally all based around the local area, you know, all that country that at least that it's in, along with some other bits as well. And they've got that here. So we started off with all Star Wars in this section, like Star Wars Miniland. They've got this at Windsor, but it's indoors, and they've just announced it's going to be closing there. But yeah, did someone say this was shutting as well at some point?
Yeah, it is, which is a shame, because this is freaking awesome.
Yeah, Taylor loves it. You big Star Wars fan?
I love Star Wars.
Yeah. But he loves this. Yeah, Galaxy's Edge is for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, in terms of Star Wars, it seems like interesting how they're taking it out of here and Windsor. But you know, we'll see what happens with that. Especially in Windsor, it's quite a big area. With here, it's a bit smaller. But Miniland looks really impressive. You may have seen my vlog from Legoland Dubai, where Miniland is all indoors because of the temperature. It's got like a massive dome over it. This is outdoors like Windsor. So let's take a look around. We're gonna get some food as well. Yeah, coasters are done. Let's enjoy the rest of the day, see what we got. A few dart rides. Got the Chinese theatre down here. Of course, you can also find a replica of the Chinese theatre in Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, set to become Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Lego wood. And there we go, look at this for a view. You got the lake just over there. Huge lake. This reminds me very, very much of Windsor around here as well. You can see a Zamperla Disco over there in the distance. I wonder if that's themed to Mia as well. Not too sure. It is green, so it might be. Mia's Riding Adventure back at Windsor. What I really like about Miniland is all like the movement, what's going on as well. Things like the fountains, the fact you've got these moving, different soundtracks all throughout. Very nice. Look at New York over here. Awesome. Statue of Liberty. Got a little boat tour going around here. I mean, it's all the movement that makes it, to be honest. The fact that the boat's now turning round on there, I like that. I must say, some of the Lego bricks have definitely faded being out here in the Florida sunshine. They might have been better putting this indoors, to be honest, but Times Square looks great. Coca-Cola sponsorship. Of course, the Empire State Building, that looks really good. It's a little bit wonky at the top, but it's good. I do like it. Rockefeller Center. Make a wish. Very nice. Grand Central. Chrysler Building. Oh, this is fantastic. Really like this New York area. The carousel down there as well in Central Park. It's lovely.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. Yes, here we are. Brett's doing some gambling. He's off to the casino. Yeah, he's off down to Excalibur down there.
In August.
What were your thoughts on the VR anyway? Just on the coaster.
I thought it was okay. Like in terms of there's parts of the rides that I like. The drop I thought was great on it.
Yeah.
But because it was a wild mouse, when you hit the turns with the headset, you felt like you was getting all disorientated and it wasn't quite catching up, and your headset was everywhere. So it worked in areas and not. No, but it's good for the kids though. Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean we're not the target market, are we? You know, bit of advert there for Madame Tussauds. The wedding chapel down there. You got the monorail. That looks like that should actually be functioning, to be honest, because it has got power leading to it. So I'd say that normally moves. MGM Grand over there, the Venetian. Really, this is really impressive.
This is incredible.
Did you not walk around here last time then?
I walked through it, but I didn't take my time really appreciating it. I mean, obviously you can see walking in what it looks like, but when you get out close to it, it's quite well done.
You think about how much effort and how many details went into doing one of these. Treasure Islands. Oh, here we go. Yeah. At the Mirage. That's actually a fire show. You see that when you went to Vegas, the fire show.
Brilliant.
Incredible.
You know, when you've been to some of these places, they've done an amazing job. I mean, Treasure Island looks just like this.
Yeah, like the colour schemes and everything. Like it's perfect.
Out front, they've really, made an effort at getting the little details.
Yeah, this is lovely. My favourite part of the park, this, and having the lake there makes it for me.
Where's Manhattan Express?
Oh no, yeah, we don't want that. Yeah. That thing's absolutely awful. There's Excalibur, that's where I stayed when I went to Vegas. Yeah, literally Manhattan Express will be running around just here at the New York. Ready, aim, fire. Anything? I think there's a few things that are broke. Oh, that one's on. There's a few bits that aren't working around here. But yeah, a lot of it has faded in the Florida sunshine, unfortunately. Luxor, really like it, it's great. Absolutely love Miniland here at Legoland Florida. The details are fantastic, especially like this model here of the pirate ship. I think this looks absolutely incredible. Really like this. All the boats coming down here. A couple of mist effects over at the back there as well. Definitely no missed opportunities with this one. But yeah, really like this.
Come on, get in the picture.
Based on 17th century maritime life. This is one of my favourite ever displays in a Lego park. I really like this. Waterfall over there. Honestly, they've done a really, really good job, and this area is huge. It's my favourite Miniland, I'd say this, out of the three that I've seen. I think it looks awesome. It's a shame about some of the colours being a bit off though, literally because of the sunshine. I mean, look at the Orlando Eye, or Icon Orlando as it's called now. It's had so many names. It was Coca-Cola, it's been everything. But yeah, literally that was white when it was put in. And we were just chatting with Dan, and he says, everything's got a bit of anything that was white has just started to look a bit more yellow and faded, which is a real shame. Because it looks fantastic. Yeah, like look at the details on the boat just down there, for example. Looks really, really good. It's very impressive. I'm going to continue having a walk around and get some food next, I think. Right then, so we've had a bit of food here at Legoland Florida. You've got a lot of the usual units that you'd expect back at Legoland Windsor, funnily enough. You've got like a pizza and pasta buffet. Along with that, you've got like your usual like burger kitchen and that sort of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of similar food to what you can find at other Legoland parks around the world. But yeah, we've made our way over towards Ninjago now. Brilliant ride in Windsor. Uses a special sort of technology where it's interactive and you move your hand and that sort of causes the screen to all the targets and everything on there to move, and it's very, very good. It's a nice interactive ride, so I'm looking forward to seeing how different this is. I mean, is it a side-by-side clone? I'm not too sure, but looking at the outside here, it looks very, very similar, and I do like all the theming around here. It looks awesome, so let's head over and have a ride on Ninjago the ride. Love it, right, let's go on Ninjago, take you along on this one. Come on Brett, show us how it's done.
I'm not doing it again. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
So it's a good mix between screens and theme in this ride. Footage there from Ninjago the ride. Obviously I've done the one in Windsor, very, very similar that. Like, to be honest, you ride that, I don't think there's much difference at all, but Brett's never done one before, so what did you think?
One. I thought it was good. I mean, obviously if you compare it to other screen-based rides, it might not be what you're expecting, but for this park, I think it's a great thing. It's one of their e-ticket attractions, obviously. Today it doesn't, but normally it has a big queue. And I think it's a good experience. The theming that they have is quite good. And, it's a really it's interactive for the kids, isn't it?
That's what it's all about here, isn't it? You're in that world of Ninjago, and it's well put together. Nice mix of screens and theming. I prefer if there was a bit more theming in there.
Yeah, it lacks a bit.
And obviously, in terms of an immersive experience, it's not immersive. Like you look up and you can see the ceiling and stuff. But you know, it's not a bad ride. It's well themed.
The ride system is quite good, and I think it's a good fit for the park. I'm glad they put it in here, and obviously they're putting in all the Legoland, and I think it'll go down well. So.
Yeah, I'd take this version over it mainly because of the area around it. I know you haven't got like a little flat ride here. There's a rocking tug next to the one in Windsor. But in terms of this area, it's much nicer, and also you can't see the back of the show building, whereas in Windsor, because of where it's built, you can see all the back of the show building and it's not themed, whereas here it's at the edge of the park, so it works better. But there we are, been on it. A couple more dark rides to do. We've got a flying theatre that we're going to do probably one of the last rides, if not the last, in the Lego movie world.
And then have a shooting dart ride.
Shooting dart ride, similar to Laser Raiders, but I think it's called something different. So we're going to go and give that a go next, and then it's on to the show next. Yeah. Well, I'll do that and then the show, so that's the plan. So we're going to give it a go. What is going on over here? a bit of a bonus ride going on over there. Oh, yeah. Health and safety. Love it. I remember when they used to have these at Alton Towers. Oh, he's going, look at that. He is going for it. Yeah. Oh, love it. Right, let's go to our next attraction. Here we go then. So it's time for a ride on Lost Kingdom Adventure. 5-minute waits, not too bad at all really. I mean, look at this Calpen queue out the back. Don't like the look of that. Glad we're not waiting in that one. But here we go, this is basically their version of Laser Raiders. However, it's much nicer out here. You've got all the palm trees, very well themed, some nice Lego models around as well. Let's go and have a ride. Here we go. Hey, that's been bright. The worst thing about this ride is the noise that the gun makes. Awful. Got a few little animatronics around. Very, very similar to Windsor. I've got a great score.
Sinister, you won't get away with this. We'll get you.
Oh, the walls are caving in.
I'm here. We'll get Sam Sinister yet. She's the gold statue.
Yeah, the gold statues.
Now, you know me, I'm not a massive fan of Laser Raiders at Legoland Windsor. I think it's quite a poor dark ride and people wait like 2 hours for it. With this one here, it wasn't great, however it was definitely better than the one at Windsor. They've made some improvements to it in there. There's a few more animatronics and a few more bits going on, but it's still quite a poor dark ride in the comparison, especially when you're over in Florida and you've got some amazing dark rides not too far away down in Orlando. You know, you'd think that they might try and improve the quality of that, but yeah, we went on it and it was okay, you know, not too bad for an interactive shooting dark ride, but I do prefer Ninjago out of the two. Say you come here and there's some big lines, you probably want to go for Ninjago over that, you know, it's just something a bit more different, isn't it? Anyway, talking of different, we're going to watch this jet ski lake show now, and it looks huge, the lake out here, and it's actually sort of off to the side of it. There's all ramps and things in the water. So yeah, we're going to make our way around here, and hopefully we'll be able to film some highlights. I can just see a big boat over here as well, so yeah, let's see what it's like. Looking forward to it. Highlights coming up.
You see, it's Miss Miranda's job to make sure all the day-to-day operations get done here at Fire Show. It's also her job to train sailors just like me. So let's give it up one more time for the Royal Commanders! I bet you can cheer them on by clapping along with this song.
What is everybody doing?
And 3. And give them a nice friendly Lego wave. Awesome job, junior soldiers. All right, guys, we'll see you back up on stage for some drills. Let's line up, guys. Line up and we got to run into the waves and do that afterwards. Mr. Ranger, please help. Don't listen to me. You know.
Imperial soldiers, line up and report for duty.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Red. Alright, here we go. We got 1, check. We got 2, check. We got 3, check. We got 4. We're not on the 4th one, okay? If anyone see the 4th one anywhere, he's about this tall. He's made of where? Where? Behind me? No, he's not behind. Oh, no. It's back there. Okay. Visual up center. What? What is it? I see. Wait a minute. Where did that book come from? Pirate? Stop! Stop! Aim! Fire! Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Okay, that's fine. This is a water day. We got plenty of that, right? Here we go! Fire! We missed you guys. Okay, fine. That's my deal. Okay, here we go. Soldiers, you can do it. I believe in you.
It's that Steve Willie Smithers.
We can't go! All right, junior soldiers. It looks like Miss Miranda got her junior soldier hands down. On the count of 3, let's blow things up around here. 1, 2, 3! We did it! Give it up for 'em, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. All right, guys. It's time for our final pirate check.
So you've just seen some highlights there from the lake show here at Legoland Florida, and I thought that the stunts in that were brilliant. There was a lot more going on than I was expecting actually. Really interactive as well, all the kids down there playing in the water, on the water guns at the front. All that was really good. I think the storyline could have been a lot better, but you got to think, if the kids are happy, the parents are happy, and it's Legoland, it is, you know, designed for kids, and you know, it was a good show for them. The stunts were brilliant there, anybody can go and enjoy that, and the venue is lovely, looking out over the lake there. It's huge, and you can just see the hotel actually in the corner. Yeah, it's in a lovely location, this park, and that's set to continue now as we walk through Cypress Gardens. This is where it all started, this park. You know, it was just the gardens, and then in the 80s, that's when the first rides started to come into Cypress Gardens. Following on from that, more rides kept being installed, and then unfortunately the park did go bankrupt, which you know, is a shame. However, at least it's got, you know, it's sort of been reborn now, hasn't it, under the Lego brand. I think it's got a real successful future. But as far as I'm aware, they're not actually allowed to touch anything down here in these gardens other than add more plants and trees. Like, they couldn't put any rides or anything down here from doing a bit of research. So it's a bit like the Alton Towers Gardens really back in the UK. You know, it's listed, they're not allowed to change things, only maintain things. So we'll walk around here and it looks beautiful. And looking at the map, it's a big area. So Cypress Gardens is absolutely huge. It's gorgeous around here. I mean, we just had a nice group photo as well by the pagoda that you just saw. Very, very nice. And look at this tree. All the colours and stuff. It's like a real life version of Pandora, the world of Avatar. Like, this is amazing. You can walk right underneath it. And like I say, there's a lot of history to this place, but absolutely amazing. I mean, if you are coming to this park, you've got to come down here and check this out. You know, a lot of people might just come here and do the coasters and then go, but seriously, you want to come down here and check this out if you really want to sort of delve into the history of the park and see its roots, quite literally. This is where it all started down here in Cypress Gardens themselves. This tree is absolutely wonderful, and I'm going to share lots of different facts for you now about this tree. There's definitely not a sign right next to me here, but here we go. So the tree was placed in a 5-gallon bucket and delivered to its location in a wheelbarrow. So bear in mind, this used to fit in a wheelbarrow, and now look at the size of it. It was planted by Dick and Julie Pope in 1936. So, wow, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy, it's amazing. Loads of different facts there. Of course, you can pause the video if you want to read all of those just there. Fantastic, 1936, and it was brought to Cypress Gardens in a wheelbarrow. Incredible.
We're not even to the pool yet. Yeah, this is the only.
So I've got some more fascinating facts for you now, courtesy of this board just here. But this little reservoir over here spans 100 feet and was built by MGM Studios as a set for the 1953 Esther Williams movie, Easy to Love. I've never heard of that before, but I don't even know if I'm saying it right, to be honest. Probably not, but I'm sure it's, you know, a lot of people out there have watched it, but there you go. And this is the pool just over here. Really, really nice. So peaceful around here. A few houses and stuff all around the edge of the lake as well, but this is like the boundary of the park really here as well. The show that we watched was just over to the left there. Hotels that way as well. And this was built as a movie set. Really enjoyed walking around Cypress Gardens here at Legoland Florida. Really nice area just to chill out, relax, just enjoy the atmosphere of, really. It's so quiet down there. The complete opposite now as we make our way down to the new area for 2019. It's the Lego Movie World. And this is expected to actually be coming to Legoland Windsor in the next couple of years. I've heard 2021 potentially for this. And the main attraction down here is a flying theatre. I wonder what building it's in. Definitely that one, right in front of us. So go and give that a go. You also got Unikitty's Disco Drop over there. We also just walked past the Zamperla Disco just outside of this area, and it is themed to Mia, like Mia's riding adventure. Exactly the same. But here we go, it's Masters of Flight, and it's 5-minute wait. So let's go and have a ride on this and see what it's like. I do like how they put all Lego bricks and play areas in the queue lines. Keeps the kids entertained. But yeah, it's going to have a ride. We'll see when we come off. Won't be able to film on this one, unfortunately.
Also, it flies, so that's super useful. Let's say you're hanging out with some friends and you want to change locations, but nobody feels like moving their butt off the couch. Boom! This can do that. As your pilot today, I am responsible for showing you how to ride this. Best you can.
So we just come off the Flying Theatre, the new attraction for this year. Well, let Brett start with that one. I mean, the ride system's different, isn't it?
It's a new system, yeah. I mean, you can explain it more. It almost
spins round.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way we can put it, really. Like, literally, instead of lifting forwards, you're already facing the screen, and then you lift up into it. With this, you spin round into the screen, which is very different. Never seen that done before.
For a first-time impact, it might be better if you never experienced one. You don't know what you don't see the screen coming.
Yeah.
I do prefer the lifting up.
So do I. I think with that, it wasn't themed to flying, really, was it? I mean, it was all about you sat on a 3-layer couch, a triple-decker sofa you sat on there. So that was the theme. So it wasn't really about taking off, but I enjoyed it. We were sat in a poor seat. We was right off on the right-hand side. So really, with that, you want to be more in the middle.
It complements the area quite well. It's a great addition to the park. Whether it's the best of its kind, I'm not sure. But for the area and what they need at this point, it's going to go down well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, in terms of the through bottom there, they have got 2 theatres as well. which is good. The thought about that. The actual video itself, what they were doing on there, it was all very cartoony, wasn't it? CGI stuff. You know.
The only issue I had with that ride is because it's themed to Lego. Even though the screen quality is quite good, because it's themed to Lego with the bricks, it makes the screen quality look poorer. Like when
it does.
The ocean scene,
you got it in one there, I think.
Yeah, the ocean scene is like making it look like, because it's Lego, it makes the screen look blurry, but it's not. It's trying to show the Lego, so it's weird.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think you've got hit the nail on the head with that. Don't get me wrong though, I think that'll be a great addition to Windsor, to be honest. You know, it's probably my favourite ride at this park, I'd say. One of my favourite rides at a Lego park. I think, you know, it is good. I do prefer the soaring style of ride system. However, I did enjoy it. I thought it was good. Like
that and Ninjago, the last couple of investments, and you can see they're going down the more theming, new ride model sort of ride, which is great because obviously the older rides are not the best here, so the new ones they're putting in is a great investment. So yeah, it's a good future for the park.
Definitely,
really.
but there we go, we're pretty much done. We're going to make our way down towards the exit. I'll put a few more shots in around there just to some of the buildings and models, and then we'll wrap up today's vlog from Legoland, Florida, not Windsor. I nearly did it. I nearly did. So there we go then, we're back here at the entrance area to the park, and I do love it around here. It's great, nice big open space, really well themed, and of course the hotel just next to it as well. As we wrap up this vlog from my first ever trip here to Legoland, Florida. I'd say the park's kind of what I was expecting really. I wouldn't say it's under-delivered, it's not really over-delivered either, but there's been certain bits that have been better than I thought, some bits that haven't been as good as I thought. The highlights for me, Cypress Gardens, loved walking around there, thought that was great, the big tree was amazing, never seen anything quite like that before. Along with that, I really enjoyed Miniland, I thought that was really solid here as well. Like the models, especially the Pirates area, and also the Las Vegas section of that I really liked. And then, you know, in general, the park's just, some parts of it are really nice, other parts not as good. It's a real mixed bag, but I'm glad that I finally come here. Coasters wise, there's nothing really to get excited about here, even the wooden coaster. I'd say that's under-delivered for me today. I did think the Woody might be better than it was, but yeah, it's been absolutely awesome. It's been great to come down here with some great company as well. Of course, been with Taylor, been with Dan. You know, it's been absolutely awesome, really nice. And we're actually going to a couple of other parks, doing a few more bits whilst we're out here in Florida, along with, of course, the big highlight that will be IAPA. But there you go. Thank you very much for joining me here on Theme Park Worldwide for another video. I'll spin you around so you see the guys. There they all are walking back to the car. They're off after the first ever visit to Legoland. But cheers for a good day, guys. It's been awesome. Really, really enjoyed it. There they all are, leaving Legoland. Yeah, enjoyed it, Taylor?
Yeah.
First visit?
Yep.
Yeah.
I told Sean this earlier. I think certain parts met expectations, other parts a little bit undelivered, and other parts over-delivered.
Yeah,
so.
it's we're leaving with +4 at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Right, it's good. We got some dark rides done, flying theatre.
Yeah.
It's been a good day.
Yeah. And now I've been here, and I don't need to come back
for a long time until something substantial opens here. No, definitely. But hey, thanks for a good day. Really enjoyed it. Of course, been with Dan down there as well. It's been awesome. Really good day. It's been nice to get down here with great company and come and see something new. It really has. But there we go. Thanks for watching another video here on Theme Park Worldwide. I'll see you soon for another vlog from Florida on the channel. That means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon.